Oh, hello there, good morning to you all, and it's Jock here in Scotland, and I hope you're all doing well. It's quite cold this morning, the snow is still here. It's an awful job this, you know. It's like they always say, the old craw in the winter time kens the poor man's serious needs. Well, I hope all you folk out there are doing no bad for yourselves. I'm just diddling away here. You know, there's nothing else to do. I've got to admit it, I like diddling. Well, the Irish call it louting, like my father used to. Well, you know yourself, my father was Irish, you know, and he always called it diddling. He'd say, I'll teach you to diddle. And I'd say, aye, right then. And he would diddle away. And then other folk would say it was called louting, you ken. Well, when I was in Southern Ireland, they called it louting. You know, I've diddled away that tune for years and years and years, and I still don't ken what it is like, you know. It was just my father sat one Sunday morning, and he says to me, he says, where are you in the day? And I said, I'm not going anywhere. He says, I'm going to diddle away there on an old guitar there I found. And he goes, oh, he says, you know, make a tune out of that. I says, oh, well, probably no. I said, if you hurt your fingers, I'll tell you. I says, I'll need to find another instrument. Well, we were young at the time, you see, and we weren't rich. So you just had to make instruments out of whatever you could find, you see. So that's what he would do. Quite often I'd be sitting there and next to the fire there, and he would be sitting there diddling away. And the funny thing about him was, even though he was at the time he was in his late 40s, he got up one Sunday morning and Manny Effie and Uncle Tommy and them all used to come to visit us on a Sunday, you see. And they would get the curtain, they would get the tables back and get the chairs out the road, you see, and it would be right in a way, having a wee dance. And somebody would say, well, I suppose we could do. And they say, right, and we'll have a sing-song after it. So my father would get up and they'd say, come on, Uncle Bob, let me see you doing the dancing again, you know. So my father would get up in the flare himself and he would say to me, right now, you got to watch my feet, he says. And this is how you do the Irish step dancing. And he would sing away at the same time, and I'll tell you, even though he was a wee man, he was fit. And that was the tune he used to sing away when he was dancing. I was never able to do any step dancing. God almighty, man. I'm built like an elephant. If you imagine an elephant in a wee white tutu, that would be me, you know, and the dance of the dying hippo. Lay doodle lay doodle lay doodle lay da dum diddly doodle lay diddly lay dum diddly doodle lay doodle lay diddle lay doo. The funny thing about gloating and diddling, or whatever you want to call it, it just seems to appear. You know, the word just comes right out your heart into your mouth, you know. There's no any set, what you call it, there's no any set vocabulary. This is not the wee words that you've heard before long ago. Doodle doodle dee I o doodle dee I o doodle dee I o doodle dee I o doodle dee doodle dee di do doodle dee I o doodle dee di doo dee I doodle dee I o doodle doodle dee I doodle dee I o doodle dee I do doodle dee I doodle doo 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 doodle dee I. The only one thing I never really understood was, you know, my father was Irish. All my uncles now were Irish. But they all died before, before the Second World War, you know. And I sometimes say to myself, well, if I was never born in Scotland, I'd love to have been born in Ireland, in the same place as my father was born, you know, in a wee kirk just at the side of the road, but it just suited me fine. One day, you know, before I get much older, I want to go to Cork, and I just want to go to the countryside in Cork, and I want to savour the taste and the smells that my grandfather did when he was a nipper in Ireland. Well, I'll need to speak about something else, because it brings a wee lump to your throat. Well, I'm away the new, and I'll drawl you away. Toodaloo to ye, and take care of yourselves, wherever ye may be. And say hello to your granny for me.